Planner friends, I'm Jenny with Jenny's Got a Plan, and it has been a hot mess of the past, golly, 8 months maybe. So I figured I would come back, kind of introduce what's been going on, and show you my current setup. I found this on a Facebook marketplace, like buy-sell trade group, and she's a Kate Spade Cobble Hill personal size planner. You guys, I wanted her so bad when she came out, but we were broke as a joke back then, and it was a dark time, and so I kept an eye out for her, and wouldn't you know it, I saw one sell in a buy-sell trade group, and it was around Christmas-ish. So I told Brandon, and I'm like, I might put feelers out, and if there's one, Merry Christmas to Jenny. And there was. And she was brand new. She'd never been used. She had all of her original inserts. You guys, it still is such happiness. I love her so much. So I've got a few little decor things going on. She doesn't have everything I want her to have because in August, we noticed that our floor was kind of bowing, and probably maybe a day and a half after we noticed that, someone knocked at our door, and they were from our town's water company, and they're like, we think you have a pretty bad leak. It's leaking about 1.5 gallons a minute. And we're like, what? So Brandon looked around, saw no leak. So the next day a plumber comes out, and he's like, oh yeah, it's really bad. It's under the house. It's gnarly. We're gonna have to shut your water off and repipe your whole house. And we're like, our gabbers are flasted. We cannot. And so Jordan and I move into my parents'. We're thinking for about a month while our house is repiped, right? They get the repiping done very quickly, and then it's up to the restoration company to put our floors back and make things beautiful. Well, that took about 6.5 months. It was awful. And Brandon was working nights, and so we never saw him. It was just so stressful. And then December 9th, I believe it was, I used to sleep with my ringer off because I was asleep, and usually if anyone needed me, like, they were right there. So I missed some of Brandon's calls, so he texted my parents to wake me up. This was at like 5:30-ish in the morning. And he said that there was a fire, and the fire department was there, but our neighbors couldn't get our dogs out. And so I literally raced from my parents to our house, and you guys, it was pouring rain, and our neighbors were all there, and the fire department, so many fire trucks, investigators, and they told us that the fire had probably started up in a light. It was one of those really long, like 4-foot LED lights, and they think it smoldered for a long time. And carbon monoxide, they told us, settles really low, and so the dogs never woke up because we had converted our garage into like a kennel. It was just the dogs' space. They had their beds. It was all theirs because we had 12 of them. You guys, if you've been here a while, you've heard about them or heard them in the background of the videos. And so it was just, it was really shocking. Like, we'd had plans to go see Santa that day with Jordan, and we canceled that. And one of the chaplains from the fire department went and got stuff to bag up our dogs so that we wouldn't have to, and he got them all ready for us. And then we had to find a place to take them to be cremated because he suggested not burying them. because at the same time this is happening, we were having catastrophic flooding in Washington state. Like, roads were closed, homes were lost, businesses were lost. And so we started making calls because we wanted them cremated individually, not as a group, because some vet and crematoriums offer group rates, but the thing with that is you don't get their ashes back. And so we made so many phone calls, and our vet's office actually helped us make the phone calls. And we found a place 2 hours away, and they were able to come down and pick up the babies. And Brandon helped carry them to the, van they had brought. And he could tell by the way they were in the bags that they had been sleeping. They were in all of their favorite sleeping position. One of them was on their back with their little paws up in the air. Monk's was curled up in a ball. They didn't know, and we find a little peace in that because, they didn't have to grieve each other. And I'm going to try and find a picture. If I'd been smart, I would have done this before, but I honestly wasn't sure what I was going to share. Let me turn this down and find it. The day after they came and picked up our dogs, my neighbor got this picture. You could kind of see the burnt garage right here. There were 12 doves in front of our garage. It's hard to tell. I think maybe on camera. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we just find a little peace that they were letting us know they're okay and they're together and that they're still here. Man, you guys, it's been really hard. But I also got this necklace for me and Jordan made. It's from a shop on Etsy, and they have all the dogs' names. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you closely. Each of the dogs' names is on a little paw print. And so all 12 of them, they're together, they're happy, and they're back home. But it's just been probably the hardest 8 months or so that we've ever had. But we're back in our house. My craft room's still a disaster, but we're trying to do this. We're filming at the kitchen table right now, which is different. But that's kind of where I've been. And then with what's going on in the world. I mean, are we serious right now? It's just too much. So I'm a big proponent of doing what you need to do to protect your peace. And if that means taking a hiatus or a break or, I don't know what else there is out there, but whatever it is you're doing to protect your peace, do it. So we are going to be planning this week, the week of the 15th through the 21st. I just bought these inserts on Amazon because I have none of my stuff. You guys, it's a hot mess. So is what we're going to do. Unpacking boxes, I found all of these sheets. And so we're just going to kind of make it cute, I suppose. Do what we can do. Okay, does spring... Oh, yeah, look, they have it labeled. That's delightful. So we'll welcome spring. I do have my Skinny Classic going, but in moving from my parents back here, do you think that I can find March's pages? No, I can't. So she'll make an appearance, just a matter of when. I'm trying to think what else is happening. Not much. It's a lot quieter, which has been very hard to get used to because I used to complain about the dogs literally once an hour, I think, because they drove me nuts. But now that they're not here, you guys, oh, I just hate it. And we do have more animals because we're backed up to a green belt. We have more animals that are, oh my gosh, I'm already tearing stuff, that are starting to come through our yard. So that's been kind of fun to see on the cameras. Oh my gosh, Jenny, what are you doing? I don't know. Also, if you hear a little weird noise, that's my chair. I'm precariously perched over here because of this new film setup we have going on. But it's fine, right? Everything is fine. I keep saying that in hopes that it'll be true. So far, it hasn't been. Okay, where are those pages? I saw a shamrock, and that's what I'm looking for. Oh, maybe here? This is why I can't separate pages. I admire the people who do, but I cannot. It turns so hot mess so quick. Okay, so we have Lucky Girl, Eat, Drink, and Be Lucky. I think is what we'll do is stick a box right over here. Because I'm a proponent of color and whatnot. Okay, let's see. There's got to be some cute... Look, I knew it. I knew I saw a shamrock. Okay, so we'll add a little shamrock. And then this is the day I've typically been doing our grocery shopping now that we're back home, which has been delightful. And then maybe we'll do a cute weekend plans sticker. And all of these are from the Wrong collab, except this one. This is from Squad Girls. Squad Girls? Squad Goals. I don't know. Can you tell what a hot mess I am, friends? Because I feel it. So maybe we'll kick off Monday with a green sticker too. You know, setting the stage and whatnot. Okay, and then maybe we'll do some little hearts. Aren't those cute? Okay. But another thing that's hard is because so much work was being done inside the house, Jordan's dog was in the garage. Xena typically lived in the house and, you know, had house privileges. But because we had contractors in and out, she was not good with that. So we had moved her to the garage temporarily. And so that's been kind of difficult for Jordan. And that's another hard part, is watching your child grieve something that you can't fix. Because as bad as I'd want to, there's nothing that I can do to make it better for her. And that's been really hard. Oh, you guys. Okay, maybe we'll just do a to-do on Wednesday. That sounds delightful, right? So I'm filming this on Friday the 13th, and have you guys seen that it's supposed to like reset the chaos that started in 2020 on Friday the 13th? All I'm saying is please make it stop, because this is horrible. Delightful. Now we're just looking for some little, you know, like, I don't know, hearts. I think these are too long for this planner. Unpacking my craft room has been kind of delightful though, because I'm finding stuff again, and because I haven't seen it in so long. It's like a reunion. Also, the Packers packed like crap. It's been a little heart-wrenching to unbox things and find them broken. But I kind of feel like losing everything like we have has kind of brought perspective. I don't know. Trying to think if anything else has happened, but it feels like those are the biggies, you know? What do you think? Should we do a box in here? That could be delightful, huh? Maybe a little box action. Oh yeah, that's cute. Trying to think if there's anything else we need. I kind of don't think there is. Oh, you know what? I do want to film on this day. And I think I just saw, I did, some cute little planners. I think this one, because it's got the polka dots that I've kind of sprinkled about. So maybe we'll just add a little planner right there. Oh, how cute is that? Oh, I love it so much. I also customized some little inserts. I don't know if you can see it. I took stickers and just put them on top of like clear dividers that I found to kind of make it feel more like mine, because I didn't have a lot of my stuff, and that's been kind of terrible. And if we're being honest, this is how my planning has gone. Not impressive at all, to be honest with you. This one was pretty good, but we were still riding the New Year high, I think. Oh well, we're getting there, right? Anyways, I'm so thankful to be back and that you're back, and you know, we can kind of find our footing through this crazy year. Please let me know how you've been in the comments. I would love to know. I've thought about you guys a lot, but it was just, you know, hard. Anyways, feel free to like this video. Make sure you're subscribed, because I just can't wait to plan with you next time.